Hey guys, how you doing? It's your man Tim Black. What's up? How y'all feeling? All right, let me see if I can jump and make a couple adjustments so people will be able to do some cool stuff, man. Okay, so we're over here. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Man, look, I've been ripping and running, folks. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. Ripping and running. Practice for my son's game tomorrow started. It didn't end till after 8. So like came back, tried to get it going, but I had to go up on Blog Talk Radio because the call-in number is 323-870-4064, man. Y'all got to call in tonight, man. I need to hear y'all. Call in. And look, when you call in, right, hang on the line because we are going to go to calls, okay? You can hear the show while you're on the phone. If you got it, if you're on a smartphone or whatever, even your home phone. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm trying to enable all the chat and questions and all that stuff. QA. I want QA live, man. I want people to be able to QA with me, man. Yeah. So I'm trying. There you go. And that's where we're at. See my comment tracker, yo. Let's see. QA. Okay. Ask your questions, audience to submit. I think I needed to prep that when I first created. Let me see if I can edit that event. Go back to Blog Talk Radio. We're up there. Man, guys, it's been a crazy week, though, right? I was like, I really don't have a true itinerary. Then I realized I do have an itinerary because I keep up with the news all the time. I already know stuff that's going on. You know me, right? So it's not like about me, trying to come up with topics. It's like, man, this week has been so full of it. It's like, how could and I just thought of something else I want to add in there as well. Daryl Dawkins, RIP, 58 years old, man. Not nearly old enough. All right. Daryl Dawkins, they called him Chocolate Thunder. Bam! Philly stand up. I'm not from Philly, man, but I always had love for the 76ers, man. It's one of the teams that, when I was a kid coming up, man, I just paid so much attention to it. I just want to go edit the event and give you guys a chance. If you don't want to call up, I don't know why you wouldn't want to call a brother, though. I mean, hey, I'm such a joy to listen to. We could talk, have that conversation. You feel me? Yes, I'm going to be there. I am there. Look at that picture there. Crazy. So I'm live right now. Let me go to my profile. And I'm going to see if I can do this on the fly, guys. I just want to edit the event so people can, get their questions in there, man. That's all I want to do. Can I do that, please? Edit this event. This doesn't help us, man. Yes. Man, you guys going to have to call me, man, because I don't see where I can add it in. I guess if I didn't set it up that way, it's not going to give me the love, man. It's not going to give me the love. Let me see. I'm going here. Share. Okay, I'm at the page. I'm looking for you guys. Kelvin, you know what I can start this off, man? Let me start it off by giving some shout-outs. How about doing that? While we get these little kinks ironed out. Shout out to my man, Ed Davis. What's up, Ed? How you doing, bro? Good to have you back, my man. All right. Edward Smith. Edward, I don't recognize you, man. If you new, man, welcome to it, man. Good to see you. Narcissist Free. I've seen you around. I recognize your avatar. What's up, my brother? Oh, it could be a woman. I don't know. But what's up, narcissist? He's not a narcissist, or she's not a narcissist. I like that. Kelvin Johnson, good to see you, man. I recognize you. Rua Preya. What's up, Rua Preya? I see you. I know you. So I got my people that always roll with me, man. If I could, guys, I would send you all shirts, man. You know what? I got to work that out. That's why I got to be more successful. I talk about people helping me, but believe me, I realize there are people. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I got too many cameras in here. Look, I talk a lot about people helping me, but don't think I don't recognize that I want to help other people. You feel me? I want to make this thing bigger so I can help other people, so I can reach more people. And believe it or not, my message, I think more people want to hear it. They do. They just don't know about it. So I got to let the world know. But believe me, if I could, I'd send you all shirts, man. Because you guys right there, this group right here, Edward Smith, Chris Frager, Frager 1, Dino been around. All these people, Brandon Ellett, you know I shot you out last time. Welcome back again. Strontium X Nitrate, I know the name's David. These people are always having my back. They always got my back, man. So I appreciate you so much, man. All right. I just wanted to make it a way that you guys, if you wanted to talk, if you wanted to hit me up as far as the QA, I think you can do that. I don't see it here, man. And look, I'm not going to harp on it too much. You know the number, man. 323-870-4064. And I wrote so badly, man. I'm having problems understanding my own writing. You know how that is, right? It's not funny, though, Tim. You should write better. Okay. Yeah, man. What is that, man? All right. Okay, man. Can we just go ahead and pull out the big guns, man? Let's not play around with them, right? Let's just go ahead and talk about a subject that we know is going to grab everybody, right? Bryce Williams. You know, the asshole who shot up the reporters. I mean, there are so many levels of the story that we could talk about. I really need you to call me up if you want to talk about it. 323-870-4064. People are saying, is this like Dylann Roof? Is this like Dylann Roof? What do you think? Do you think this is equatable with Dylann Roof? All right? That's the first thing. Man, people have been going to it. In fact, where's my phone? My phone charging? Let me jump on Twitter here. Because I had people on Twitter hitting me up and make some comments about this. All right? First of all, a lot of people are pissed off about all the media coverage. All the media coverage for this story, as opposed to other stories. Stories of all other types of murders, like a murder of a child, for instance, Jamyla Bolden. I called her Jamyla Bolden. My niece's name is Lamaya, not Lamyla, Lamaya, and it just like kept on. So I did a video earlier, guys, and I put that in there. I just want to say I know her name. My niece is 8, and Jamyla is 9, right? So, all right. Those who are unaware, she's the 9-year-old Ferguson child who was shot in her bed, in her mother's bed doing her homework. Mother was also shot. Jamyla did not survive. News did not really cover the story. Wasn't talked about too much. But they sure did cover Alison Parker, whose name many people won't forget for a very long time. Adam Ward, not so much because he's a guy. Okay? Not many people talked about Adam Ward. He was the cameraman who was shot to death as well. All right? So that's one thing people were saying. They were saying, like, look at the disparity of the media coverage. Listen, it's always been this way. Crime in the hood, crime in the inner city, crime, black on black crime, white on white crime. No one cares. That's what people don't get. No one cares unless you are famous or unless they can make $1 off of it. When will people understand it? See, this is why I get so pissed, guys. I get pissed because I know these things. I know what I do, right? Look. You know what I do. I know what I do, right? For instance, I cover story. I know that the stories I do that give me grief, that bother me on an emotional level, that impact me, they don't make me any money. Nope, they don't keep my bills paid. Not at all. They don't keep, even though I don't have to pay everything, right? They don't keep my bills paid. They don't put the food on the table. They don't. The story I just did yesterday, I was up till 2 in the morning. I would spend 8 hours on that story, editing, shooting, editing it, trying to make it nice, trying to give you a different experience. As much of my soul as I put into that video, I know I won't make anything off that video. You say, Tim, why do you need to make anything off video? Because it's my job. It's what I do now. I don't have a backup plan. But see, I know that. With the media covers, they cover because they can make a profit off of it. Now, if they could do something nice for you, they will. If it will make them money. Only if it'll make them money. People don't recognize it or want to accept it. That's how this game is played, man. So any story that they cover, They're only covering if they think they're going to get eyeballs on it. That's it. Are people going to watch it? Are they going to make money? Are advertisers going to make money? Can they sell advertising slots? Can they sell advertising slots on this? Can they get hits on it? That's all they're concerned about. I could make a lot more money, just me speaking, just a guy on YouTube trying to build a brand, doing it 2 years. Had some success. I'm very thankful for it. Don't have a big head. Guys, there are people out here kicking my ass. They have millions of subscribers. I could probably be at 500,000 right now if I focused on my wheelhouse, which is being funny and doing light videos. But I feel compelled. Sorry, guys. Still got this cold. I feel compelled to talk about Jamyla Bolden. I feel compelled to talk about this bastard Bryce Williams and the shooting and talk about things that matter. But not everybody feels compelled. And those people make lots of money. So back to the point of this, the reason why I brought that up is not to talk about myself. I brought it up to prove a point to you. The news doesn't cover black on black crime because they don't make money covering it. The news does not cover white on white crime because they do not make money covering it. They make money covering it when it's extraordinary cases of something happening in those arenas. If you kill 40 people like they did, was that in with Detroit or Chicago? They shot 40 people and killed 11 people, something like that, over like 4th of July weekend. They cover that because that's big news. That's like out of the ordinary. But dude, a little girl getting shot by a stray bullet is not big news. It's sad, but it's not big news to them because they're not in it to give you news. Why did you think they were? Whatever misled you into thinking that America was anything other than a capitalistic society built on the almighty dollar? What lead these people to think that somebody cares? I care about you. I care about you to my own detriment. Do you understand? They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about none of us. They care about the bottom line. And you know what? If they did start caring, right? And I'm not saying they never do stories that we care about. I'm not saying they never try to focus on people, but they do so only when it can also benefit or if it's a PR move for them. Come on, this is business. But we keep taking the racial aspect of it and saying, oh, it's first of all, black people, man, come on now. We a minority. Some people just don't give a shit a little black girl got shot. I'm sorry, man. It hurts me too. I'm mad. I covered the story. So don't say I'm cooning. I covered the story. I could just do Tim Black all week and do millions and millions of views. I could do Tim Black and do funny stories. You know, I got a video about a kid got his Xbox crushed, and it's at 1.7 million views. 1.7 million views. You hear me? How many views do you think my video I did that took me 9 hours on Jamyla Bolden has right now? Not even 1,000. And I'm going to be going to sleep thinking about that little girl tonight. Because I do care. But I recognize that a lot of people don't care. No one's searching for her. You understand? I put in the tags. If I put little black girl shot, no one looking for that. No one. People not looking for those stories. And the media outlets, they're there to make money. And you know what? If they don't focus on making money, they won't be in business. It's bad all the way around. But why do people make it? Some things are black and white. Some things have race to do with. It does in a way. That's just because of demographics, though. Okay? I'm not saying some people aren't racist. I'm not saying some of the news reporters aren't racist or the news agencies aren't racist. What I'm saying is, it's about the dollar. I need to start priming people and getting their minds ready for us trying to transcend some of this BS. Because that's what it is, folks. It's BS. We need to transcend this. I'm not doing this for my health. I really want to help people understand it's not all race. Listen. If you're a black person, I hope some of my brothers and sisters are watching this who are African American, because I got brothers and sisters of all colors. But I wish you get that chip off your shoulder and realize a lot of stuff that you think is racial It is racial, but not the way you think it is. It's about demographics and pleasing the majority. There are a lot of money-hungry bastards out here. They'll take your money no matter what color you are. Don't you think they would talk about Jamyla Bolden if they thought they could make money off of it? So they're talking about Alison Parker, who was shot by this guy, and I got off track, who says, now let's get to a little bit further about this. Remember, call-in number is 323-870-4064. Let's talk about it, man. Because you know I can rant. I've already got 20 minutes gone, and I haven't, They say he had a manifesto to start a race war. I want to see documentation myself, man. He may have hated white people. I heard he complained a lot like white people hated him. I don't know. He said they treated him bad because he was a gay black man. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know him, But why is it everywhere you go, you're the problem? What's the common denominator here? Everywhere this fucker worked, he had a problem. How am I cussing? I don't need to do that. Everywhere this guy worked, he had a problem, it seems. Except one place, Savannah, Georgia. Why is that? The problem is you. Why didn't he just put the gun, but wrapped his lips around that gun and pull the trigger before he hurt those people? But was he trying to start a race war? Was he? I don't know. Was Dylann Roof trying to start a race war? He said he was. If that's all that's required, then I guess he was, because he said he was. So he committed a hate crime. If he said, I want to try to start a race war, it's a hate crime, folks. Hey, man, you may disagree with me, but you gotta, at least I call it straight. I said the same thing about Dylann Roof. I called it a hate crime. People said I was wrong. I said I would have called it a terrorist act, but I don't think it's a terrorist act when you just kill two people that you knew, that you worked with. I can't call that a terrorist act. You kill strangers, yeah. There's no emotional connection. You don't know them. You have no axe to grind with them specifically, all right? So that's why I can't call this a terrorist attack. See, that's what the thing was. Terrorist attack. Was Dylann Roof a terrorist when he did these acts? All right? Sinuses are killing me. Sue the Fed. But you feel me, right? Hope so. Because, look, Bryce Williams, he planned it out. It's premeditated murder. He was a coward. He said, no, he's not a coward. He killed people. It takes a strong person. No, it takes a weak person to kill people. Then when you're about to get caught, kill yourself. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's just full of hate. A hateful bastard is what he was. All right. Well, some other things about Bryce, this guy. Huh? I said in the video, I've worked places where I felt the deck was stacked against me. And sometimes it was. Because frankly, people don't know how to may not always know how to treat you. May not relate to you culturally. You know what I'm saying? This is no different than a lot of people go through it, But I'm trying to tell you, man, you got to watch the chip on your shoulder. You got to watch it. You got to watch the chip on your shoulder. It will eat you up. It'll make you see things that aren't there. And look, and unlike some people, I don't just say that's your fault. Look, America's a screwed up place. He may have been right. Hey, look, he said that someone called him a monkey. They called him a monkey. That's a derogatory term for a black person. All right. Or even if it wasn't, he took it as such. But I feel it was derogatory. If that's what's said, I don't know if I believe anything that came out of his mouth, let alone his damn 23-page life story, or I don't know, man, manifesto, whatever the hell they call it. I call it a rambling of an asshole, is what it was. But was it a terrorist attack? I don't think so. I don't think it was a terrorist attack. Was he crazy? Probably so. So Dylann Roof sounded like he was crazy too. That doesn't mean he wasn't responsible for what he did. I think he knew what he was doing as well. They both knew what they were doing, right? Dylann Roof thought he would get away, I guess, or he would kill himself. But Dylann Roof, they caught him. So we'll see what happens, man, as that case gets closer. But as far as it getting more coverage, man, everything's about the dollar bill. I don't know why people think otherwise. I'm pissed off about it. I don't like it, but I understand it. I respect it. And my thing is, stop expecting more of mainstream media. I got all these people complaining about mainstream media. And people saying, Tim, it's time for them to just forgive this guy, Nestor. Forgive him like we were supposed to forgive Dylann Roof. The judge said forgive Dylann Roof. Come on, guys. Come on, man. See, that's what I don't like. See how the division starts? Just because that judge is a white judge who said that dumb shit that no one listened to, who got offended by it, you best believe there are some white guys and white women in some places who would have wanted to kill Dylann Roof if it would have been the other way around, who would want to kill him anyway, who would have told that judge to shove it, who would have not listened to that judge, be like, I'm going to kill that guy if I ever see him again. You better lock him up. So don't think that's everybody. There's one judge in the South who said, you guys need to have forgiveness. You should have forgiveness for Dylann Roof's family and for Dylann Roof. Everybody's not like that. Some people would say the guy should never face trial. Should have been killed with your bare hands. Like reach out and kill him and choke the life out of him. So stop listening to these people. Like stop thinking that one person speaks for everyone. I know I don't speak for everyone. Some things I say you agree with. Other things I say you be like, what is Tim talking about? But there's always going to be love there, I hope. Because I speak honestly what I believe. And that's all I can do. Now, if I start trying to manipulate what I think to fit you, then I lost, man. Then I'm no good no more. You understand? People kill me, man. They kill me. They want me to think exactly like them. And that's impossible. We're from different places. We've had different experiences. A lot that I think you may agree with, but there'll be things you don't like, things you disagree with. I'm sure the same thing with you. I don't block people because I disagree with them, but I got people who unsubscribe with me if they disagree with me. It's like, dude, that's what you want. You want to disagree with me sometimes because we are different people. And I'm not a sellout even to you. I won't sell out even to you. And I love you. You my people. But I won't sell out for you. I got to be me. I got to do what I feel, you know? All right, so let's move on, man. Let's move on because I got other stuff, man. We could stay there, man. I told y'all to call me up so I can continue this conversation. Tomorrow marks the 10-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. I uploaded a video. I did it before football practice and get a chance to upload it until I got home from football practice at 8 o'clock. 10 years. Remember the famous words Kanye West uttered? George W. Bush don't like black people. Remember that? That was 10 years ago, man. George W. Bush's career never recovered from that. That hurt him almost as much as 9/11, I believe. Going into Iraq, I think Katrina hurt him just as much as 9/11. Well, he was in New Orleans trying to make amends today. Hey, looking at the places that are still not back to where they were. To this day, they're still jacked up. I work with a guy. God, I remember his name. Mike? No, it wasn't Mike. Ben. Big Ben. What's up, Ben? If you're watching, Ben. He was from New Orleans. He left. He left because of Katrina. Lost everything. Came to D.C. Worked with me. We worked together in a little place called Revolution Health. Yeah. Good people. Good people. Started by, you don't care. Why am I going to that? Anyway, I remember Katrina. I remember the bodies. I remember the death. 1,500 people lost their lives. 1,500. Made a couple notes because I did a video on this that you may not have had a chance to check out. Between 80 and 90% of New Orleans residents were evacuated. Y'all hear that? 80 to 90%. I thought it was a lot less because I remember people making a big thing about all these black people didn't leave. All these, 80 to 90% of them did leave. Now, you know what? If there was some horrible weather, hurricane or tornado or whatever, flood, whatever coming to Kentucky, you'd be lucky to get 80 to 90%, of people out of there. See, but I remember the polarization back in the day of this, man. They acted like it was just these people didn't want to leave, like they're just lazy. Didn't want to leave, didn't want to listen. Some people don't have rides. Most of the people who died in Hurricane Katrina were elderly. That's right, senior citizens living on Social Security. Grandma, Nana, and Pop, they died. They died in their attics. They died in their attics because of not getting out, not being evacuated, or having the means to evacuate. And it was 5 days before substantial relief came to the area. 5 days. Damn it, folks. I want to keep it light. It's tough, man. It's tough. We're talking about people's lives lost. So, anyway, Bush went back. Remember the Superdome? Remember the Superdome? And you know what? A lot of things were, a lot of the violence or reported violence was boosted. It was exaggerated. And many news entities went back and retracted stories later about all of the carnage and break-ins and stuff. A lot of stuff didn't happen. Over-reporting, misrepresentation, exaggeration is what happened. Bush admitted in 2006 that he mishandled Katrina. We all knew it, but it was nice that he admitted it. That guy he had running FEMA for him, his director. Oh, Brownie. Oh, Brownie. Brownie was shit. Brownie's still haunted by it. His career never recovered. He was the director of FEMA. Superdome had 6 deaths. 1 suicide, 1 overdose, and 4 natural causes. Almost drowning to death in your own attic. And then sitting in the sweltering heat of the Superdome. That's not a natural cause. That's not a natural cause for passing away. Most people don't have to live in a stadium without AC in the middle of the summer, in August. That's something people usually have to do. Yeah, it was a failure. It was a big failure. Now Bush, he's there. He's looking at the location. He's meeting with the residents, something he didn't do when he was president, right after. I mean, it was a political nightmare. This guy, if we could have fired him, we would have. If we could have impeached him, we would have. Now, looking back, I remember everybody, Kanye put himself on the map with that statement. Looking back, man, it was a publicity stunt, man. Don't you think? I mean, just a little. I mean, yeah, he may have felt that there were some black people who felt, that George, that Bush didn't care about black people, but come on, man. And he ends up marrying a publicity chasing Kim Kardashian. And every time we turned around, it was some other shit. I'm just saying. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a little pessimistic, man. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I mean, I know what I think. I I think that Bush, there's not enough apologies to go around for people who lost people. I mean, there were some people who were never found. I don't know where their bodies went. People gone, man. Let me try this out, guys. All right. Hey, you online with Tim Black. Who's calling and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Joy Green, and I'm calling from Virginia.
Hey, Joy, how you doing in Virginia?
I'm fine. I was listening to your show.
Okay.
And you're talking about Bush.
Yes.
And what Kanye said
yes.
about Bush.
Yes.
The most irritating thing with Bush is that he said that it was the most, the lowest point is presidency. That Kanye said that he doesn't like black people.
That's what he said.
That was the lowest point.
Yeah.
I thought that was he said in his little, memoir, biography, that was the lowest point.
He forgot about
his little brother keeping black people voting,
right,
killing the election, lying about the war.
Right.
No, it was Kanye saying Bush doesn't like black people.
You know, I'm with you on that. I think what he said in his, I didn't read his memoir. I didn't know he said that. So thank you so much, Joy. Look, I don't agree with him at all. At all. Of course, Iraq is his biggest failure, right? But for him to say that, it's just a deflection. It's just a deflection, in my opinion.
It's crazy. It's all poor little Kanye's fault. Bless his hip hop heart.
I look at it like.
No,
I was going to say, I think Kanye, he knew how to get some publicity, and he used the moment to get some play, and he did. And that's what people were thinking. It's what people were thinking.
Yeah, he was trying. He was looking for something to say.
Right.
Waiting for his opportunity.
I still remember, was it Chris Tucker? Wasn't it Chris Tucker in that room with him when he made that comment?
It was Myers, was the white guy.
Okay, Mike Myers, that's it. Okay.
Yes, it was Mike. Mike was side-eyeing him for dear life. He was like, what the hell?
At least we know it wasn't a conspiracy, right?
No. But I also wanted to talk about the gentleman who shot the reporter,
right,
and the cameraman, and then later killed himself.
Right.
He tried to connect that to the 9 that was killed in Charleston.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to say that did not have, as a black man, that he did not have issues, because being in the workplace, as a black person, I have had issues. But people have gone, black men, let's say this, let me focus in on black men.
Okay.
Black men have had to come through history wearing a sign saying that I am a man. Black men have been assassinated. They have gone through a lot more hell, working with less.
Right.
And managed to kill or murder a 24-year-old and a 27-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying that he did not go through hard times. I'm saying, first of all, don't connect what you did to the 9 in Charleston. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
And he had the knowledge, he had the wherewithal, he had the education. He could have got up YouTube and blew it up. You could have done something other than kill these people with the opportunity and the education that he had. He did not have to go that route.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm sweat. I feel like more strength. Sometimes you have got to eat it. You have got to swallow it. For his father has done great things and has had to go through more hell.
Right.
And you take everything that your father and your grandfather done and has given to you, and you take the opportunity and you take all of that and then you shoot yourself in the head.
Right.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He could have gotten on YouTube and he could have turned all that upside down at the company news place that I have never heard of.
Right.
He could have been great.
He could have. He could have.
Did not have to do that. And may two who were killed rest in peace. Of course, the powers that be are using this for gun control, so forth and so on, and they're doing what they're doing. But it was a waste. I see him in his youth. I saw some of the work that he did do in his early years. It was a waste. He wasted his life, wasted his opportunity. He was a 41-year-old, huge, strong, big old black man with a very strong presence. Of course, you're going to meet some resistance. Welcome to the USA.
I tell you.
Are you kidding me? You that big black and they not notice you?
Wow. That's absolutely right. I know I faced my share of adversity in the corporate arena, and there are some people who are they're just not cut out to dealing with the system. You got a system in place. You're going to have your issues, but it's a way you got to channel it. You got to work through it. And if you can't do that, like you say, Joy, start your own thing. Start your own thing.
And he had the education to do it. That's the thing. He had the education to do it. A lot of black men come up and they have to start scratch. His father didn't allow him to have to start from scratch.
Wow. See, I didn't know anything about his father.
And even in the way that he did all of this, you put all that energy into doing something so damn foolish, and so damn weak and thoughtless. If you had the energy to do that, imagine if you could have channeled that same energy into doing your own damn thing.
Right. And you know what? The primary word you use there is weak. That's exactly the correct term for what he did. It's weak. And you know, well, Joy, thank you so much for your call, lady.
Absolutely.
All right now.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
All right, look. I just wanted to stop 1 minute, and this is the point I wanted to make. I didn't mean to cut you off so abruptly, Joy. I was really doubting if I should go here, but Joy just did it for me. Joy from Virginia. Joy, and the rest of you. There are some people that are online right now, and they're supporting what this man did. They are supporting what he did. They're making excuses for what this man did. Now, I don't think you can call me a conservative. I don't know if you can call me a liberal. I don't think you can call me a conservative. I don't know what you call me. But come on. There's got to be a level of respect and responsibility for ourselves that we take. And what he did solved nothing. If anything, he hurt other black people by doing this, because his manifesto, the nutty manifesto of this man, will be used as a bludgeon against other people, black people in particular, who are trying to make change. They're going to use this. This will be used as fodder over the next coming months. This instance. I'm sorry. I think it's weak for you to resort to violence, particularly if you have another means, if you have another way, if you have another vehicle. And this man, as Joyce said, was educated, was able to channel his responsibility, channel his abilities, and get something out of it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to tap down the language, man. But this guy is a disgrace. He's a total disgrace. Now, I know he speaks for himself. He acted. What his actions should not reflect on me or anyone else, right? I hope you see it that way. But the bottom line is he let a lot of people down by what he did. And when he started including black people in it, we are, he didn't speak for me. He's speaking for the Charleston 9. No, he's not. He's speaking for himself. He's not speaking for the Charleston 9. He's not speaking for anyone other than himself. A weak coward looking for an easy way out. I've worked in facilities where I was the only black person. Yeah, Tim Black was the only black person. And I may feel a little like, okay, I learned to adapt to that situation. I learned how to just do my job, how to make friends, how to operate in a situation like that. But if you are walking around expecting people to make your life better, it's not going to happen. It's up to you to make your life better. And that's not some, sellout talk. That's not, people are making this seem like a sellout to say, you know what? Be responsible for what you do. Be responsible for your own life. Make right choices. Make better choices. You have to. This is your life. You will never get another life, as far as I'm concerned, that I know of, that anybody's able to report to me having lived and experienced that. Just one. This was a waste, as Joy said. This was a waste. I just want to speak to that because I'm tired of people making it seem like there's some excuse for what he did. Someone called him a name. So what? So what? Somebody called you a name. You called other people names. What's a name? Killing unarmed people is just as I was upset with Dylann Roof, I'm upset with this. I don't see them on the same scale, just out of sheer numbers of people that were killed. But the sheer selfishness of the act, same thing. The hatefulness of the act. The human depravity of the act. The cowardice of the act, same thing. On the same street, man. He'd have shot more people up there. He shot that other lady. If there were more people there, he'd have shot more people. Just the fact that he only shot 3 doesn't mean he wouldn't have shot more if more people were there. I heard he shot 15 bullets. I don't know how this is a radio show if I'm just going off like that, ranting. I don't know if you can qualify this for that. I think it's safe to say I kind of went overboard. Had to get off the phone with Joy, my only caller. But Joy, I'm sure she understands. It's just bottled up. I've been thinking about this all day. Like, I know this is the only story I knew I was going to talk about. Okay, let me switch gears a little bit. We'll come back. If somebody calls in, we'll come back to it. Al Sharpton has been demoted from Politics Nation. He will no longer be having his show on weekdays at 6 p.m. His show now will be held on Sundays. He goes from 5 days a week to 1 day a week. Don't everybody applaud at once. Listen, man. I don't know how. I don't know what. I don't know the heart of Al Sharpton. I don't. Okay? I know that whenever there's an issue, he shows up. But I'm like, who else is showing up? I'd show up. I don't know if I can help you, but I'd show up. If I had a means to show up, I'd show up. I'd show up in Ferguson. I'd show up in Ohio. I'd show up. I'd show up. I'd show up in Florida. I don't know how effective I'd be because he has the muscle behind him. He has the money behind him, the networks behind him. But he is so polarizing at this point. So many people dislike him. He is just like Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck can't tell black people nothing. And Al Sharpton can't tell white people nothing. So what good is he? He's outlived his usefulness due to the polarization that he creates. Sorry. So him going to politics, well, his Politics Nation show, I don't know if it's going to have the same title or what it's going to be, but he's moving it. Or they're moving him. They're moving him, right? Mark my words, his show will be out as soon as Obama's out. I think this was all a deal because he had connections with Obama. And after that, once Obama leaves, Al Sharpton will fade into the background. And all of you, I'm not a real Al Sharpton hater. I'm not an Al Sharpton lover either. You understand? This is how I feel about it. Now, I saw that story on the Young Turks where Cenk Uygur talked about it. And you know what? Cenk has turned into MSNBC to me, the online version. And I know they're going to disagree with that. And they're like, who's Tim Black Eye? They'll probably never hear this video. But once upon a time, I think the Young Turks used to be about something. And what they are now is stale, boring, bottle rocket, same old crap. They never recruited, I think, talent, such as me, this guy right here. And at this point, I wouldn't do it anyway. All right, not interested. I love what I'm doing here. I just need to grow my own thing. That's what Bryce Williams should have done. Sorry. But grow my own thing, you know? But yeah, they've turned into the shell of them former selves. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I feel. I'm just looking for words to describe what's going on with the Young Turks. And I don't know if anybody out there who's listened to the Young Turks, who has an opinion about the Young Turks, give me a call, man. I don't know the number by heart. What's the number? 323-870-4064. Give me a call, man. Oh, here we go. 323-870-4064. Do you have an opinion about the Young Turks? I just think, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm not a progressive, I guess. You know, I'm not progressive enough. I don't think a woman should hit a man. If she does, she can expect to get hit back. I mean, if you get hurt anyway. I mean, you get a little love tap ain't nothing. But if you really try to hurt me, I'm going to hit you back. By instinct, it's a reflex. Peck out. But whenever there's a story like that, the Young Turks seem to still blame the guy. Blame the guy. I'm like, well, she hit him a couple times. He finally hit her back. What's wrong with that? So I'm like, you know, maybe this isn't for me, you know. That's just one of the issues I saw. Anybody who's not familiar with the Young Turks, you probably, I mean, I'm pretty sure most people have heard of them. They have like 2 million subscribers. Cenk Uygur, their lead guy, used to be on MSNBC, which is probably why he's taking such a big crap on Al Sharpton and on the network. One thing he had right is coming to online and giving the news online for free to people, having advertisers pay for it, in the model of not being restricted, right? Not being restricted in what you can say and do. And it just gives you so much more flexibility. Not to mention ownership of your own brand, ownership of your own show. I could, you know, would I give up in stability from a Lockheed Martin or Verizon or even a Revolution Health? I get back in, I could put out any type of show I want tomorrow. I'm not saying it will be successful, but I could do I could have Tim Talks with Joy talk. 30-minute segment. I could do that. I could do it. Right? No one could stop me. Would it be successful? Who knows? But I could do it. That's the joy of the internet. The joy of the name sticking with me. That's the good part about the internet, right? Do you guys love dogs? I love dogs, man. My first dog, her name was Brandy. I named her after that song by the OJs. My mom used to play that song a lot. And in the song, it was like they were talking about a dog, but they weren't. They were talking about this girl. You thought he was talking about a girl, but was actually talking about a dog, I think it was. Somebody correct me about that. I forget which way it goes. But OJ's, the song name is Brandy. Okay. I named my dog Brandy. She was a German Shepherd. One day my mom let Brandy go or gave Brandy away. I was mad because I loved the Brandy. But I didn't walk Brandy very much. I was like 5. I wasn't very helpful with Brandy. So one day my mom helped Brandy go to someone else's house. Thanks, Mom. But the point is, I love dogs. And Michael Vick didn't. And we all know what Mike Vick did. He participated in dog fighting. He ran a dog fighting ring out of one of his houses, had his brother or his cousins or somebody running it or whatever. But he wasn't aware of what was going on at that house, okay? He did 21 months in jail. The man went to jail for almost 2 years. 2. For fighting dogs. They did horrific things to the dogs. Punishment or trying to train them or whatever, and some that couldn't fight or lost a fight and killed them and did unspeakable things to these animals, okay? But he goes to jail, he serves his time, he comes out, he tries to get his life back. He has to do a lot of things he has to do, a part of his release, all right, that he had to do, and he did them. But can you believe people are still not letting this guy get on with his life? I mean, come on, guys. It's 6 years later. 6. He's 35. He got maybe 1 year. He signed a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And people are petitioning to get him to leave Pittsburgh. They are petitioning against him playing in Pittsburgh because of what he did 7 years ago, or what he was convicted of 7 years ago. And I'm like, come on, people. Let the man make a living. Let him make a living. There are people who have done a lot worse than Michael Vick. Yes, what he did was wrong, but at some point, you got to let people go on with their lives. You can't punish people forever for what they did in the past if they've paid their debt to society. He paid his debt to society. If you say a man got to do 21 months and he does 21 months, you got to let him go on with life. You can't say, well, we'll let you out, but now you can't have a job, and you can't work here, and you can't work there, and you can't have a life. Even though people will hire you because they value your skills, we won't let them pay you. We won't let you earn a living because we don't like you. Come on. Is that the most disingenuous crap you ever heard? I mean, come on, guys. What is this? What is this? Once again, I love dogs, but I love people. I love both people and dogs. Find an equilibrium and say, you know what? The dog lover in me makes me hate Michael Vick. Made me glad he had to go to jail. But the people lover in me realizes that people screw up. He is not the same man he was at 24 or 25. He's 35. Get a man a break. He served his time. Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, they got Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Ben Roethlisberger then raped a woman, got off from that, paid her up, shut her up, gave her hush money. And no one's petitioning. Nothing. Nothing. Like I said in my video, man, y'all love dogs more than y'all love women. And I love dogs, but I love women. All right, guys. What time is it? 9:58. It's just I'm not feeling too well, and I got a headache, and I've been nonstop. And this is my last week doing this show on a Friday. I'm going to start doing this show on a Thursday. On a Thursday, baby. You know why? Because I got football on Saturdays, and I got practice on Fridays. But at least I don't have football early in the morning on Saturday. What I do? But you know, if I do the show on a Thursday, then I don't have to get up early on. I'm moving the show to Thursday. I got to move the show to Thursday, man. I do. I have no choice. I got to do that. All right. So. But I wanted to tell you this week to let you know, so you can be down with the move, right? So you can join in. I'm still thinking about Nestor. Horrible name. Horrible man. And I didn't know anything about his family. All right, Tim, leave it alone. Tim, leave it alone. Move on to the next segment. All right. A friend of mine on YouTube. We good. All right. A friend of mine on YouTube, he said that he subscribed to my channel because because of a video I did almost 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. It's on my other channel, Tim the Bartender, which is on YouTube. If you go to my Tim's Take Live channel or IamTimBlack.com, go to channels, you'll see a Tim the Bartender logo. It's a picture of my face. Click that, go to my channel. On that channel, I know there's a lot of clicking. On that channel, there's a video called Claim You. And I was talking to young people about the importance of not needing a gang, of not needing to be in a group, of finding what you need inside you is standing on your own 2 feet. The young man reminded me of that video today, and he said, Tim, part of the reason why I subscribed to you was that video. Could you please do more talking to young people, or to young brothers, young people, helping them? Because I saw that video at a very important part of my time in my life, and it helped me a lot, and I need more of that. So let me give you a little piece based on Bryce Williams, right? Bryce Williams is an example of what happens when you don't stand on your own 2 feet. And yeah, there'll be people saying that this man suffered from some type of psychological mental breakdown. But you know, all of us suffer from something. All of us have our issues. All of us have our vulnerabilities, our problems. All of us could snap if we allowed ourselves to. Oh, you don't think Tim Black can snap? Oh, I could snap. I could. And anyone who wants to allow themselves that luxury of snapping could do so. I mean, come on, we got bills coming in. You got schoolwork piling up. Come on, related to whatever stressful in your life. I'm sure you got enough stress in your life that you could have a reason for going off. Maybe you just had a breakup. Maybe, child is messing up in school. Maybe your spouse cheated on you. Maybe you lost your job. I mean, always a reason to lose it. But what Bryce Williams didn't do was find that one reason not to. See, losing it is easy. It's the holding it together that's hard. And that's why I get so upset. When I say upset, I mean like my skin starts to crawl, my face does this thing. Veins hollow my neck. When people make excuses and they try to make it seem like snapping is powerful, snapping is brave, courageous, or what we need to do. And I'm like, what do you mean, me? No, I don't need to do that. What I need to do is channel my hostility, channel my frustration, channel my situation. That's what you need to do. You need to channel whatever you're going through, whatever's putting you through the ringer. Channel your anger, channel your setbacks, and say, okay, what can I learn from this? And you know what? There's always something that you can learn from whatever you're going through. You can learn something from the lost job. You can learn to see it earlier. See the trends. You can see when, oh, you know what? When they start not calling me to meetings, something's going on. Why am I not invited to the meeting? Time to look for another job. When a boss starts checking on you all the time, like, hey, maybe it's time for me to start looking for another job. I mean, when your wife stops coming home or stop being what she says she's gonna be, that means she's probably cheating. Okay. Why is he not? Oh, he's not kissing me like he used to. What's going on? Maybe he has somebody else. I mean, you can always learn from a situation. Oh, maybe I need to start studying all week. Maybe I shouldn't be cramming to study for my test. Maybe I should be studying a little bit each day and then taking certain times, setting certain times aside where I devote strictly to this. Maybe I need to change my focus and prioritize my life and let me switch some things and move some things around. Every stressful situation, there's a way out. But you know what? It's not acceptable in my book. In my book, the book of Tim Black, snapping and thinking you have an excuse because you upset. You have an excuse. This guy said he was a powder keg. No, not gunpowder, son. Baby powder. I disagree with Joy a little bit. She said this man was a powerful black man. No, he looked like a powerful black man. Inside, he was a mouse. There are men half his size who carry 3 times as much. And you know what they do? They don't hurt people. They don't hurt people who have done nothing to them that maybe say a word they didn't like. I've been in those rooms, only black guy. I didn't let that get in my head and eat me up. It's more in my head than it is in their head. Everyone's alone, dumbass. All of us are alone. Just some of us live in the make-believe world that we have people with us when we do not. We're all alone. Really? No one has a gang. No one has a group. No one has a side. That's all make-believe. At the end of the day, you have you. I have me. And it's selfish to lash out at the world, because usually when you have problems with other people, it starts with you. You may not be able to control everything, but you can control what you do. That's the only thing really that you have control over, is what you do. I'm going to control me. I expect you to control you. And if for some reason you can't control you, you've lost control, that means you're at fault. That's not white, black, Asian, Latino, gay, straight, transgender. That's just people. All right, guys. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Joy from Virginia. Thank you for listening, folks. We covered a lot of stuff. Like I said, next week's show will be more. Will be on Thursday, and hopefully, I'll keep promoting it. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. If you hang on, if you're on Twitter, hold on one second. One second, guys. I've neglected this last week, and I don't like doing that. I don't like neglecting stuff. All right. I have my regulars on Twitter. Cybernetic Skeptic. Good guy. Thank you, Cybernetic Skeptic. Cheryl Simmons, always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your support. Blicker, thank you so much, Blicker, guys. Go to blicker.com. They curate a lot of very timely news material for everyone. Blicker.com, guys. Great people, great people. Jim and Sean Miller, Sean W. Miller, Charles King at Mr. CAK40. Charles King. Once again, my friend DJ Wolf, For All to Hear. I didn't even need to look at that. At For All to Hear. Tom Jones, my guy keeping it strong. Squab TV, my friend Hawkeye, New Jersey, and all my friends on Instagram. Somebody work with me, hit me up. I need to get into Snapchat. I need to get into Snapchat. I need to be with it. Channel of the week is Casey Neistat, right? Very good YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to him, go subscribe to him, because he's really cool and makes great videos. I've been inspired by his video making. He did not pay me to say that. I just said it because it's true. Other thing is, these right here, refreshers from Safeway. I got off the diet sodas because they're made of who knows what. I don't know what's in these, but it's enhanced with B vitamins. It's a water enhancer. These are great. Try them out. It beats soda. I'm Tim Black. I love you guys. I want you to stay healthy, man. Stay healthy and free and alive. R.I.P. Jamyla Bolden. R.I.P. Alison Parker, Adam Ward. Stay strong. I'm Tim Black. I'm out. See you Thursday. And be there, man. Thanks again, Joy. I didn't get a donut this week because of you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.